Hey, I'm Nell, and welcome to my Cellfilm exploring the transformative power of the asset-based approach. This evidence-based teaching strategy revolutionizes how we view our students, shifting from fixing what's wrong to amplifying what's right. Instead of focusing on the deficits and limitations, we'll discover how to harness students' unique strengths, talents, and cultural resources to create a truly inclusive and empowering learning environment. Let's explore how the strategy transforms both teaching and learning. So, what exactly is the asset-based approach? It's the pedagogical framework rooted in positive psychology that fundamentally shifts how we perceive our learners. Instead of viewing students as deficit lens, focus on what they lack or can't do, we identify and leverage their existing strengths, talents, interests, cultural backgrounds, and life experiences. This may include recognizing the student's creativity in storytelling, another's leadership abilities during group work, someone else's spatial reasoning through drawing, or when a student is multilingual. Now, this approach acknowledges that every student enters our classroom with a unique set of assets, whether that is artistic, mathematical, empathy, organizational skills, or simply cultural knowledge. This philosophy aligns beautifully with the positive psychology emphasis on the human flourishing, resilience, and growth. Now, rather than remediation, we're building on existing foundations, creating classrooms where diversity is celebrated as an asset and not as a challenge. Let me bring this to life with a real classroom scenario. Meet Mrs. Smith. I'll just say Miss Smith, right? A history teacher who's introducing her class to ancient Egypt. Now, Miss Smith doesn't just lecture, she observes her students carefully, noticing their individual strengths and interests. She spots Sarah, who consistently fills her notebook margins with intricate drawings and doodles during class. Now, instead of seeing this as a distraction, she approaches Sarah after class and says, "Hey, I've noticed your incredible artistic talent. Would you be interested in creating a visual timeline of ancient Egypt for our unit project?" Sarah's eyes light up immediately, and for the first time, her love for drawing isn't just something to hide, it's a valued contribution to the class. She feels seen, recognized, and excited to participate. Meanwhile, Tabo, who regularly demonstrates confidence and clarity when speaking in class discussions, volunteers to present the timeline to the class. Miss Smith enthusiastically agrees to recognize his public speaking abilities. But Mrs. Smith does not just stop there, because she notices Lissa, a student who naturally takes charge during group activities, color coding her notes, creating task lists. Ms. Smith invites Lisa to be the project coordinator, managing timelines, delegating responsibilities, and ensuring that everyone stays on track. Now, what happens? Sarah creates a visually stunning timeline featuring pyramids, pharaohs, the Nile civilization in vivid detail, and the works. Lisa organizes the research, coordinates between group members, and creates a presentation outline, while Tabo prepares to deliver an engaging presentation that brings the life to the timeline with historical narratives. When students see their strengths valued in academic context, their motivation soars like an eagle. So, why is the asset-based approach so powerful? Well, simple. The research is compelling. When students' strengths are recognized and utilized, several critical outcomes emerge. First, it builds genuine self-esteem and real competencies, not just empty praise. The asset-based approach represents a fundamental paradigm shift in education, from fixing what's broken to nurturing what's strong. It transforms the classrooms of spaces of judgment and comparison into communities of recognition and growth. By celebrating students' diversity and their strengths, whether artistic, analytical, interpersonal, kinesthetic, linguistic, or organizational, we don't just make learning more inclusive and engaging. No, we fundamentally change how students see themselves as learners and what they believe is possible for their futures. This approach recognizes a powerful truth. Every student has assets worth building upon. Our job as educators isn't to mold students into a single definition of success, but to help each student discover and develop their unique constellation of strengths. As you move forward in your teaching journey, I encourage you to adopt this asset-based lens. Look for the strengths, the interests, the cultural resources your students bring. Design lessons that activate these assets. Watch as the engagement increases, the confidence grows, and your classroom transforms into a place where every student belongs. Thank you for watching my Cellfilm. I hope this has inspired you. Till next time, cheers.